have been so exhausted, overworked, haven't been sleeping well, but I have a feeling that I am not the only one. Actually, I know that I am not the only one. I know that there's a message here for some ones watching, and doing a little something different today. I was called to flip the cards around instead of shuffle them like this. I don't know why, guys. I don't make the rules. I just listen to God. I'm sure you guys can hear in my voice. I've been so exhausted. But never too exhausted to give you guys a much needed message. Alright, now I know why we flipped it around. It's almost like God wants it to be a notable surprise, or I don't know. Notable surprise. I don't know why that was the words chosen, but alright, I do have my rock here with my bro's name on it, Slicks. And then I also have my Buddha here. And that's just to mark, to make sure I stay within the frame. So don't mind them. They're going to hang out with us today. That actually feels like that's it. So I'm going to stop there. But let's take a look at what we got here. Got some powerful cards here, some very powerful cards here. Got the King of Pentacles, the universe, the moon, death and rebirth, devil. Got a lot from the major arcana. Major would be these right here. First to come out is the King of Pentacles. So, looking at the King of Pentacles and the universe card, I'm hearing a sense of determination and wanting to put this drive and this energy forward, and having this sense of like, I know what I want and I know what I need to do in order to get the life that I want and the level of comfortability that I want. You know what you need to do, and you're moving in a way that is sensible. You're not, like with the fire energy, it would be very much like the drive and the passion behind it, the impulsiveness behind it. Sometimes that can be a good thing, but considering where we are right now, you're moving about this the right way. So the first card to come out was that King of Pentacles. And I like to think of him as someone very mature. And I say him, but I just mean the card itself. This can go for any gender, no matter what you identify for. If this message is meant to be for you, then it's yours. So don't take my he's and she's literally. But the King of Pentacles, he gives me a sense of not only comfortability, but vulnerability. The Pentacles rules the earth signs, and the earth signs have a way of nurturing, not like the water signs do. It is not only with material things, but yes, they do like to find comfortability and give their partners and their loved ones comfortability in that way, in material things, whether it's, you know, giving them nice gifts or buying them the house that they dreamed of, whatever it is. When I think of the Pentacles and I think of the earth signs, that's Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, I think of these dedicated people. They are very dedicated to the things they love and the people they love. So you got the King of Pentacles and the universe following up right after that. It's almost like you are either being told or you already know that you have the world at your feet. Like, you have exactly what you need to get to the level of comfortability and the level of wealth. And I mean wealth in every aspect of your life, especially where it matters most to you. If that's not just money and materialistic things, then the wealth can be love. The wealth can be your career flourishing, your partnerships flourishing, whatever that is, your friendships, your business. But that's whatever it is in your life at this current time. That's what I'm speaking on. But you have this great sense of like, you have the tools and you're moving about it in a very, I want to say, at a good pace. You're at a good pace and realizing that, okay, these are the things I need to do and what needs to fall in line for me to get what I need and get to that comfortable state. So I feel like you're going about it the right way. Continue to listen to God and commune with God. And don't forget to play. I heard play. Don't be all work and no play. Let's move on to the moon, death, rebirth, and the devil. So here's where things get tricky now. We love that King of Pentacles and that universe energy. Honestly, I love this whole energy. This is one of my favorite cards, this death, rebirth. But though you have all the tools and everything that you need, and you have this sense of like, I know the world is at my feet, and I know I have all these many talents or this great love in my life or whatever it is for you at the current moment. You know you have these things, and it's comfortable, and you have a good head on your shoulders and a good, a good pace to things. Like I said, you are pacing it the right way. You are not going about it ambitiously or in a greedy manner or to be anything malicious, and that's a good thing. But with this moon card, I do feel like we get in our heads sometimes, guys. That's what I heard. We get in our heads sometimes, and sometimes we can be off balance. We can know what we want, and we can know what we want to manifest and know what we're dreaming of, but none of that is going to mean anything if our headspace, if we are not connected and we are not balanced, because we're just going to have all these plans and not be able to take it anywhere because our mind is so scattered. Our mind is so imbalanced. So what I do feel like with this death rebirth coming in right after the moon and right before the devil card, what I'm hearing with these cards is that you need to do some shedding in order to take that next step. If you do not, then you risk getting yourself involved, whether that's relationship, business, your career path, your partnerships, get into a partnership, getting into a lease agreement, whatever that is for you guys at this current moment in your life. If you do not shed something, shed what you know needs to, whatever you know needs, it's necessary. It's almost like, I keep hearing necessary, and that's the word that I wanted to use rather than need. So it's necessary that you shed something, that you realize that there is a death and rebirth moment here for you to continue to pace yourself and to continue to have the world at your feet and have the magical tools that you need to create what it is that you want and desire and what you need for your life, for yourself, for your happiness and your comfortability. Something needs to go. Something needs to be shed because it's throwing you all off. It's making you completely imbalanced. And that, the devil card here is telling me that the thing that needs to be shed is necessary, like I said, because you will end up putting yourself and possibly somebody else in a position that it just feels like you're trapped. And you don't want to be trapped. That King of Pentacles absolutely don't want to be trapped. If there's one thing about those earth energy, that sign, those signs and their energy, they're not ones to be held down and swayed by somebody else's opinion or somebody else's situations. They're not going to be swayed by that. They're about their money, they're about their family and their comfortability, and they're going to follow that path, and anything in its way and in their way, they're going to get rid of that shit. And I feel like that's exactly what needs to be done for you to rebalance yourself, to find that perfect balance. If we look at this moon card, one thing I love, the illustration, you see the balance within. But like I said, I look at how these cards come out, the patterns that they come out, and how I set them up. It's not necessarily what I choose to do. It's more of like what I feel. And I think it's definitely telling you, like, yeah, you're going about this the right way, and God is telling you have all these tools, or you have all these tools, but there is an imbalance, and that imbalance needs to be cut out of your life. There's no if, and, or buts about it. I'm never going to sugarcoat anything to you guys. Whatever that is, and you're thinking about it right now. You're thinking about it, and it might be one or two or maybe three things, or three people. Whatever it is, you know what it is, and that needs to be cut out. There is no more making excuses for it. Death, rebirth. Get rid of that shit. The one thing about the phoenix, so I love one of these cards. I love the phoenix, what the phoenix represents and symbolizes. Death, rebirth. From the ashes, it will rise again. So whatever it is that you need to let go of, I promise you it's not going to kill you. I promise you, you've probably been through worse. You've probably lost greater things. So it is not going to hurt. All it's going to do, if you continue, and if you don't shed that, all it's going to continue to do is weigh you down and tie you down and be that unhealthy, toxic bondage that I feel like that you already let go of. So maybe you're going back to something or thinking you should backtrack, or maybe it's just a similar situation than something you've already been involved in. That's a bad idea. You're going to get yourself wrapped up in that again. And that's where I feel like the imbalance is. Don't waste your time. That's what I heard. Don't waste your time. You've been wasting enough time. So don't even waste anymore. That's coming straight from God. Or, my higher power. That's my higher power told me straight up. And sometimes it's a tough pill to swallow, but it's necessary, guys. That's the key word for the night, okay? For the night, for the week, for the day, for the month, for the year, it is necessary. Shed the shit that you've already conquered and you've already been through. You've already burned down those things, and you've already rose from those ashes. Don't go back to that, guys. Do not. You're stronger than that. When we come back as the phoenix, when it comes back better. So do not go back. Do not continue to have those unhealthy bonds, and don't backtrack. Don't settle for less in whatever that is. Your career, your health, your finances, your relationships. Don't settle for less. That is the message I heard for y'all. That is wild. I'm going to end this with a very, very clear oracle card. I mean, if two pop out, then great, but I'm just going to go for one here. Get one good reading, one last good message, because I know it got it. I don't know what it's going to be, but I know it got it. God got a message here. So we're going to use my Moon Magic deck. I'm going to read straight out of the book. We're going to see what it says. She's trying to find it. I feel it. She's trying to find it. Give us a minute. Bear with us. Is that it? I'll do one more. You tell me that's it. Tell me that's that's it, and that's it. All right, that's it. So let's hear it. Shadow work. Okay, now talk your shit. Let's see it. Shadow work. Basically turned right to it. All right, your keywords are excavation, healing, and past. When this card comes up, it means that you are being heavily influenced by something from your past. I mean, I told y'all. I'm not going to say I told you so, but okay. Let's keep going. You are being heavily influenced by something from your past, and it is holding you back and hindering your progress in life. Shadow work is the card of emotional excavation, where you examine your past with a fine-tooth comb to discover the root causes of your current issues. It means facing your past with courage and refusing to allow it to color your future. All those experiences that you have repressed, disowned, and buried deep within you now need to be excavated and dealt with so that you can free yourself from them once and for all. Only then will you be free from the hurts and traumas of your past. This in turn will allow you to live a brighter, happier future. This is a card which suggests some deep shadow work is needed to deal with some powerful issues from the past. But that is subsequent healing process will bring about a happier future. Do not live your present life in a state of anger, fear, or anxiety, or be governed by the things that happened in your past. Face your past, vanquish it, and move on in love and light. So what I feel like is God kind of just gave you the answers to how to go about this and how to deal with this. And that is shadow work. Retreating, going within. I'm surprised the Hermit didn't pop up, but you know what? It didn't need to, because shadow work popped up and told you what you need to do to get what you want and what you deserve. Because like I said, I feel like you've been through this. Whatever this was, you've been through this or something similar. And the moon magic just pretty much verified that. So to get through this, to avoid that devil contract, you need some serious shadow work. To seriously look at yourself and the choices that you're making and why patterns are continuing and why you keep attracting certain things or certain people or certain circumstances, why you find yourself in these environments and with these people and in these bullshit situations that you just know better. You need to do some serious shadow work. We have to dig deep if we want to get to the root of all of our like it was saying, the shadow magic. If we want to get to the root of all our issues and all of our traumas and all our hurts and pains, we have to open those wounds. We have to pick at them and really understand them so that we stop continuing these patterns. Well, guys, I feel like that was a powerful message. I know that the message came across, and y'all know what y'all got to do. So just do it. If y'all need a more in-depth reading, which I doubt it, but if you do, you guys know that I'm always available, so reach out to me, and your favorite love witch will definitely be here for you to hold your hand and give you the whole truth and nothing but the truth, baby. So I hope you guys have a great day, afternoon, night, whatever it is at the time of you're watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful reading, because I know I did. This was definitely necessary for me. So I hope you guys had a great reading. All right, guys. See ya.